Welcome to the United States Money Exchange. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Federal Reserve, how they've manipulated the monetary market, and the upcoming economic collapse of the United States that we are about to experience. I'm sure you've been watching TV, you've been seeing it in mainstream media. For those of you who watch alternative media, you've been seeing this happen for a long time. I've extensively researched this as well as our research department for the last 8 years. Everything that you're hearing about the dollar crashing, it is coming. We don't have a crystal ball. We can't tell you when it's going to happen. It is on the way. Now, this is something that no one alive today has ever lived through or experienced an economic collapse of this magnitude. What we have today as far as our paper currency goes is called a fiat currency. We went off the gold standard in 1971, so our currency has no value other than what the government tells us that it's worth. Now, the U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency, and the only reason it has not crashed as of yet is because we're the only country in the world who can legally print the world reserve currency. Now, as all this new money is being created through the past bailouts, the quantitative easing programs that we're seeing implemented here in the United States, as this money is injected into the market, it's devaluing every single dollar that exists. Let me back up and just give you a brief example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, hypothetically, that there was only $1 million in circulation. That's all the money that there was, okay? Now, you control 200,000 of those dollars. You would have 20% of the market, right? The government comes in behind your back. They put another $1 million into circulation, but you don't get a penny of that new money. What happens to your net worth? It gets cut in half. On top of that, every one of those dollars get cut in half as well. So now you can only buy half of what you could before that new money was created. That's why we are seeing the inflation that we're seeing right now. This is all common sense economics. Everybody makes it out to be such an overwhelming scenario that they can't believe is happening. It's common sense. You cannot keep printing and creating money and money still have value. It doesn't happen. It's impossible. That's why we're seeing gold and silver break records like they are. Now, this has been going on, and this has been probably the biggest scam to ever happen in American history. Under our U.S. Constitution, our forefathers understood fiat currencies and how they could be manipulated. That's why it was written that government was supposed to coin silver and gold as legal tender only in this country. And in 1913, a group of bankers got together, formed a corporation, and called it the Federal Reserve. Now, the Federal Reserve is no more federal than Federal Express is. It is not a government agency. It is a private corporation. Now, it was sold to the American people in 1913. You know, instead of carrying around all that heavy gold and silver in your pockets or in your change purse, put it in the bank. We're going to issue these gold and silver certificates that will be redeemable for your metal at any time. Well, the American people bought into it. That went on for about 20 years until they actually got 90% of all the coins that were struck prior to 1933. In 1933, President Roosevelt signed what was known as the Gold Confiscation Act of 1933. Over 90% of all those coins were confiscated and melted down. Now, gold was $20 an ounce at that time. Okay? 2 years later, gold went to $35 an ounce. So in my opinion, all those people who turned their gold in or had it in the bank lost at least half of their net worth within 2 years. The sad part about it is the majority of those people who turned in their gold never even got paid for it. That's a fact. Now, no one was in prison for not turning it in, and there's some who didn't turn it in. They shipped their gold to their family members in another country, whether it was Europe or somewhere else. Otherwise, we would not have the pre-1933 rare U.S. coin market that we have today. There are still coins that exist. Now, from $35 an ounce in 1935, gold maintained that value as we were on the gold standard all the way up till 1971 when we went off the gold standard. In 72, it was legal again for American citizens to own and hold gold in this country. So gold went from $35 an ounce in 1972 to $850 an ounce within an 8-year period by 1980. Okay? We are seeing things happen right now that has never been seen before in the history of mankind. We have created a bigger debt in the United States that's ever been known in the world. There's no way we can pay it back. And what the government's doing right now is trying to pay off its debts with basically worthless money. You know, they would borrow, let's say, $100 from somebody, and now they're basically devaluing it so much and creating so much of it that they're paying them back with that $100 that's now only worth about 10 cents. So this is all a manipulation. Those who control the money control the government. The central banks around the world control the monetary systems in every country around the globe. Every market is being manipulated. And I could go so deep with this, and I'm not going to do that in this video. But you've got to hear me out. You guys have got to do your homework on this. If you've got money in stocks, in bonds, and annuities, and CDs, and a 401k, and an IRA, and a money market account, it doesn't matter. You are tied to the dollar. Now, you know, a funny scenario is you know, we hear things, oh, we're out of the recession, things are getting better. No, we're not. And we're not getting any better. 1 month before Enron collapsed, I know all of you remember about Enron just going belly up. 1 month before they went bankrupt, they were on the cover of Fortune magazine. You tell me. I mean, was that an enticement for people to put money in Enron for their executives to get more of your money? Of course it was, in my opinion. Now, I'm speculating here. Granted, look, I've done my homework on this. I believe in what I'm telling you wholeheartedly, and I'm here to help you guys, and that's what I'm here to do. Whether you do business with the United States Money Exchange or you do it with another company, you better start protecting your money now. There's about to be the biggest transfer of wealth ever seen before. And if you want a piece of that, you better start putting money in silver. You better start putting money in gold. You better start putting money in rare investment grade coins. You want to protect your portfolio the best you can. Gold and silver should be the foundation of your overall portfolio. You should liquidate everything out there before you liquidate your gold and silver. Now, I'm going to give you an example. China last year imported 6.7 million ounces of gold. India did a $7 billion acquisition in gold. A month and a half ago, the University of Texas, one of the largest universities in the country, did a $1 billion acquisition in physical gold. They could have done an ETF. They could have done a mining company in stocks. They took physical possession. People, wake up. Things are going on right now, and if you don't protect your money, you stand to lose every bit of it, and that is their intention. Okay? Wake up. Look, give us a call right now. We'll help you out. Our toll-free number, pick up the phone right now and call us. It's 1-877-890-2990. Again, our toll-free number is 1-877-890-2990. Call us today. We'll help you out. I don't care where your money is. You better take a long, hard look at it and how it's been performing for you. It's imperative for you and your family to protect yourself. Again, this is the United States Money Exchange. We look forward to doing business with you. We are here for you. Have a great day.